My name is Adeze. My husband of 11 years died on a Tuesday morning, and by Thursday evening, his family was already in our compound. Not to mourn him, not to sit with me or comfort me, not to comfort my daughters who were still crying themselves to sleep every night. They came with a notepad. His younger brother Emmanuel was walking around the compound with an actual notepad, writing things down. The compound my husband built from the scratch. The compound he built from nothing, a 6-bedroom duplex with boys' quarters. A garden my husband planted himself because he said he wanted our daughters to grow up around nature. Emmanuel was moving around the compound like a vulture, pointing at the cars, the Prado and the Camry. A Prado that my husband bought for me when I gave birth to my last daughter. He was pointing at it like it belongs to him, writing it down. Then he walked inside to the cabinet where my husband kept documents, and then turned around and asked the houseboy where the keys were. I came down from upstairs and asked him, Emmanuel, what are you doing? He turned around and looked at me with so much disgust. Emmanuel that used to call me our wife, our senior wife. Emmanuel that used to eat my food every Christmas. Emmanuel that used to eat my pepper and oil looked at me like I was a stranger, and he had the guts to turn around, call me by my name, Adeze. We need to start talking about the properties. We need to start talking about the plaza in Oka Road. We need to start talking about the plots of lands in Inewi. He went on and said, yes, we need to start talking about all his properties, all his houses everywhere. You know the situation. You know you do not have a male child for my brother Adeze. You already know the situation. And this vulture is talking about all my husband's investment properties, the ones that pays my daughter's school fees. And this is happening barely few days his brother passed. He said, because I do not have a male child, all my husband's property will go back to his family. The plaza he spent 4 years in building, everything, all his investment properties will go back to his family. Me and my daughters get to have nothing, even the house we live in. So basically me and my daughters will have to live empty-handed. I didn't scream at him at all. I didn't throw things. Where would I find strength? My husband basically just passed few days ago. I am just starting to mourn, and all this is happening. I just turned around and I told him, Emmanuel, get out of my compound right now. This vulture laughed in my face. Yes, he actually laughed. He turned around while walking out of the gate. He said, Adeze, don't make this harder than it needs to be. Before he finally walked out, he said, you are just a woman. I cannot trade words with a woman. You need to start thinking about your daughters from now on. You are just a woman, but don't make this harder than it needs to be. And I responded to him and said, oh yes, I am actually thinking about my daughters, and that's the reason why I am not going to move an inch. They thought grief has finished me. They thought grief has weakened me. They forgot the woman who has held this family down for 11 years is still standing here. And that woman is me, and I am the woman.